yes, hard to beat a nice red in a coxa, especially a birchwood coxa. So how you all doing? I thought I'd do a very basic rundown on lighting. Not lightning, but lighting. Whether that be a head torch, a torch, candle, campfire, whatever. At night time, when the sun sets and the fire's lit, depending on your location, it can be very dark. And if you're a wild camper, excuse me, you will be in the wilds. It will be pretty dark. This is a full moon, of course. But I'll just run over some of the basic lighting systems that I use. Everything from the tilly lamp right down to candles. Yeah. So as I say, it's going to be a very basic video. Probably geared towards people watching and have maybe done a bit of camping in their youth and want to get into wild camping in their adulthood, I suppose. Yeah. And who maybe down the line, as adults, go into the woods and video themselves. Or something like that. But yeah, I mean, it's only recently I started taking videos. I've been camping for years and years. Whole different ball game. Talking onto a little box in the woods, and you're actually just praying that nobody sees you. I don't think you're actually in the head. But anyway, we'll have a look at some of the lights that I use. So the lighting systems that I use, from the glamping to the camping type spectrum. Don't use that many. I have a couple of head torches, Yugo candle, but the Rolls Royce of light is the Tilly Storm Lamp. Such an ambience that they provide to camp, unreal. Apologies for the background noise. There's a baler just in the field beside me. It's bringing in the last of the hay. There's a bit of a drone. I think he's way down to the far end of the field. But yeah, so what I'll do is I'll just show you them, and it's getting dusk now. We'll light them up and you can see the sort of light that you get from them. So see in a bit. As I'm sure most of you have noticed that when you're doing an overnight camp, it gets dark at night. If you haven't noticed that, then you're either drinking too much or something else. These are a few options that I bring, and obviously I don't bring all of them at once. If I'm camping, if I'm up in the mountains somewhere, simple head torch. These are cheap enough, tenner less. Some are batteries, some are rechargeable. Just stick it in a USB into your power socket and off you go. Pretty self-explanatory. Very necessary. This is not a head torch, but a more powerful one. Same idea. That does give an amazing search beam as such. This one here is a little lighthouse gas lantern. So canister goes on there, turn the gas on, and we piezo igniter, off she goes. The only thing I would say about this one here, it sounds like a blast furnace. It's very noisy, but I'll show you that later when it gets a bit dark. This here is a favourite in a lot of wild campers' rucks. The Yugo candle. Basically, candle is mounted on a spring mechanism, and as it burns down, spring tension lowers, so you always have a small amount of candle at the top and a steady constant size of a flame. These are actually very good. They add a lot of nice ambience. They hung on the inside of the tent, although I would caution about using these inside the tent. They get very hot on top, but they give a good, nice ambient glow to the camp to complement the campfire if you're having one. And if you don't have a campfire, these are really good. And the good thing about them too, the candles, you can get those insect repelling scented candles as well from Yugo. I think they're quite dear. I think they're about a tenner for 3 4-inch candles, but they keep the midges and other flying, eating, biting beasties away. So very, very good, dual purpose. Now the more luxurious item that I would bring if I'm glamping, so to speak, and not up the mountains, is the tilly. As you can see, I don't have a tilly obsession, but I do like tillies. I have a collection of 4 now. When you get a second-hand tilly, it's not going to work. The seals in the pump are going to be gone, the cork in the pump is going to be gone, there's going to be no mantle, the seals in the pipe here they're going to be gone. But simply have a wee look at Tilly International, their website. You can buy what is known as an SP1 service kit that comes with all the seals for here and here, and they do the proper Tilly branded mantles for the tilly. And there's any God's amount of YouTube videos for changing the seals and servicing your tilly. So don't expect it to work once you buy it. So I'll give a wee rundown on the tilly, because these add an absolutely fantastic ambience to a camp, and they give it a steady, beautiful golden light. Just creates a whole lovely atmosphere, and there's a lovely hiss. But I'll show you that later. Okay, so the first thing we'll do is we'll fire up the tilly lamp. There's a little pre-burner here, stove rope soaked in meths. Give that a little light. Clips onto the pipe there, and what actually that does is, apart from heating the mantle, make sure the gas is off. Yep. Well, it's not gas, it's actually paraffin. Unscrew that. Filled you about there, probably about a pint and a bit of paraffin. Tighten that down. The heat will help the paraffin to vaporize once the tank here is pressurized, and then it's a matter of releasing here with the stopcock a small steady flow of molecular gaseous paraffin into the mantle, which will ignite, and we have our combustion and therefore our light. And then it's just a matter of turning it on and giving a few more pumps. So we'll just let that heat away, and probably takes a couple of minutes for it to burn down. I like to give it about a minute and a half to fully heat the funnel before I start pressurizing the tank and lighting it. So we'll set that one aside, and what we'll do is I'll introduce you to this little vial here. This is the wee storm in a teacup jobby here. It's basically a cheap Chinese knockoff of a little gas lamp, but I mean it's worked okay. The only downside to this one here is that it's very, very, very noisy. It sounds like a bloody blast furnace when it is going, and the whole lot, I mean, that glows red hot, the heat sink at the top there. But what we'll do is, see if we can get it going. This could be empty, this one. Any gas on it? We'll try a different gas tank. I think that was done. There's not much rattling about there. Bear with me, I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, so we'll try that one again. I actually think these are not very cost effective because gas, even the small cartridges like this here, quite expensive. Now with the paraffin, for a couple of quid of paraffin, I can have that lit at 8 o'clock in the evening and that will stay lit until 6 o'clock in the morning, all through the night. Just have to pressurize it about once every 2 or 3 hours. Okay, so there we go, gas on. Simple as that, there we go. So as you can probably hear, it's bright enough, yeah, there's no doubt about it, it's bright enough. A little chain jobby here, hang on, whatever, but goodness gracious me, the sound of it, really, really, really loud. But yeah, gives a nice little light, very bright. So I'll just knock that one off. Give the tilly a couple of pumps here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16. And then we'll try, probably doing this a bit prematurely, but we'll try. What I'll do is, I'll just dip that in some more mats, get a bigger flame. Here's one I have already prepared earlier. So the secret is, at the neck, is turn the on-off valve very, very slowly. There we go. Turn it full on once it is taken. And give it about 25 pumps. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's our telly up and going. As you can see, a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful glow and a nice steady hiss. So the Yoko candle, I will of course show you these again when it's a bit more darker. I mean, it's just only dusk now, so it isn't about 8:30, 9 o'clock. The candle, one of my favourites actually. Pop that out. As I say, enclosed in its own little glass globe there against the wind, and then that can hang inside your tent, just outside your tent, on a twig, on a branch, on a stick, whatever you want, whatever way you want to do it. So that's that one. Try this one again. On with the gas, diesel igniter. Off she goes, but listen to the noise of that. So I'm sure you'll agree that each light source provides a really nice ambience to any camp. What I'm going to do, funny enough, I'm going to switch off the little pocket lighthouse because basically it sounds like a blast furnace. So what I'll do is, don't get me wrong, it gives a really great light and would probably suit better for a marker on the outer side of a camp if you're near a hill or cliff or something like that there. So it's a good, intense, bright light, but well, it's not overly loud. I'm maybe just used to the telly lamp, so I'll switch that off. And you can hear the contrasting, gentle, melodic hiss of the telly. So that's about it. And what I done earlier was always trying to get better and better content, etc. But I've been flying drones since drones were invented, and even before drones were invented, we were making up our own drones. I was flying RC for the past 35, 40 years. So I'll show you I'll show you some drone footage I took earlier around the house. Basically just blowing the cobwebs out of it. I tend to use it more because I'm planning a trip to Rathlin Island on the north side of the island. There are a lot of sea stacks and various rock formations, cliffs, sheer drops, etc. blah blah blah, which looks very dramatic with drone capture. So basically I was just giving a wee quick spin round, and also it's for Bulldog Drones to have a wee look at the footage. He's just got himself a new Mavic Pro Platinum or something on that lines, and he's got a few teething problems with editing and whatnot, but he's getting there. It was just to give him an idea of the sort of footage he should be getting, and if not, he should be getting better footage than my footage. So Paul, if you're watching, you can make a wee comment on the drone footage. Let me know how you're getting on, mate. So that's about it, and I'll talk to you again on the next one. Hopefully I'll have some more content for you. Oh, there's the bloody dogs. Stranger danger. There's not much gets past those dogs, I'll tell you that there. They would have your leg off in an instant. You'd be mauled to death. Right, on that rather uplifting note, take care, talk to you soon, look after each other, see you later.